Good morning, MIAs. My name is Cherie,
I'm Chris.
and we are your host here at the Mobile Internet Resource Center. And you're joining in this morning because AT&T is, there's leaking news stories coming out that broke as of last night that the fated status
Fabled, yes, the wonderful.
of the Unlimited Plus plan for hotspot devices will likely be going away effective March 1st.
Yeah, so ever since this plan, the Unlimited Plus plan came out roughly this time last year, we were kind of like, wow, this is too good to be true. They're letting you put a hotspot onto this plan, and when you have a hotspot on the plan, it's an unlimited hotspot, no data caps. It's been an amazing deal, too good to be true for an entire year. Last October, there was a lot of leaks that AT&T on October 28th was going to get rid of Unlimited Plus for hotspots. That got rescinded at the very last moment. AT&T even sent out notifications to some customers. They backed away from that, but it was pretty clear that they were just going to wait and come back.
Our internal sources had told us that it was still in management's vision that they wanted to retool their unlimited plans. Now, to recap why this plan is so special. It is unlimited data on a hotspot device. So it's like, this is a Verizon. We are using our AT&T one right now to broadcast this, but similar to, it is a mobile hotspot device. The Netgear Nighthawk and the Unite Explorer are our two top recommendations of ones. When you activate Unlimited Plus on a hotspot device, it is not subject to the 10 gigabyte mobile hotspot cap that their smartphones and tablets are. On a smartphone and tablet, you will be slowed down to slower speeds, very slow speeds after using 10 gigabytes of mobile hotspot use. But on their hotspot devices, they always exempted hotspots.
Right. So they were still subject to AT&T's 22 gigabytes of network management threshold. And a lot of people were very confused about that. Even AT&T reps thought that, oh, you'd hit 22 gigs. It's basically just a 22 gig hotspot and be slowed down for the remainder of the month. But no, the network management only applies on an actively congested tower. And if your tower is not actively congested, or if it's only slightly congested, you won't even notice the speed and any sort of slowdown. And lots of people have been using hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes on these Unlimited Plus hotspots, which is probably why AT&T has been spending the past year thinking,
how to get out of this. All right. So it is unlimited data. We have multiple members who have reported using in hundreds of gigabytes a month on these plans, ourselves included. So that is verified. It is an unlimited plan, just subject to that network management. Now, the cost of it, you do not have to have your smartphones with AT&T to get this plan. You can activate it as a standalone plan for $90 a month, and that's after their auto-pay discount. Yep. If you do have your smartphones with AT&T and they're on Unlimited Plus, it's only $20 a month to add a hotspot line to a existing multi-line AT&T Plus account.
And on one Unlimited Plus plan, you can have up to 10 lines. So if you've got friends and family that you want to all have an unlimited hotspot, you can get 10 unlimited hotspots. Each additional one after the first two is just $20 a month. So there's actually quite a few pools of RVers who are, between them is splitting 3 or 4 or 5 or more mobile hotspots.
So it is a great deal. So what was leaked last night, and this came out, Reddit is where a lot of AT&T employees, when they get internal news memos, they start to leak the information out, and that's where we get a lot of our tips from. And I think we had one contact us as well. What was leaked is that AT&T is replacing the Unlimited Plus and Unlimited Choice plans with something that they're going to be calling Unlimited Enhanced.
They're enhancing it by making the hotspot limit for phones going from 10 to 15 gigabytes a month.
But they are no longer going to be allowing mobile hotspot devices or rural plans or the home bases to be activated on the unlimited plans. So you'll be able to I think they're going to be allowing a 10 gigabyte plan on it for $20 a month.
No, that's actually, now that's their separate plan for hotspots. If you want to,
there's still a lot of details. So AT&T employees are being briefed this morning on the details, and we expect that AT&T will have official press releases out shortly after that explaining the plans in their words. We're going all off of leaked information. We think it's credible because it has been backed up by multiple AT&T employees in public spaces. Now, the unlimited and enhanced plan, the prices will be going, well, for a single line, it's going down. It's going up for multi-line on that, just like it's going to be matching Verizon's beyond unlimited changes.
In particular, if you have more than 5 lines, though, it's actually going up quite a bit, because it used to be $20 per additional line. Now it's going up to $30 per additional line after 5. So you've got a lot of lines that you're sharing. You want to make sure you get unlimited plus and not unlimited enhanced. So you've got 2 more days.
So that could be important if you're considering switching to AT&T overall, and you have a lot of lines, a lot of family members. The other change that is coming with Unlimited Enhanced that was rumored in there is they will be capping video streaming at 1080p resolution, even if you have Stream Saver turned off. We do not know at this time if that's going to be an across-the-board AT&T change. We saw Verizon do exactly that, apply it to all plans, or if it's only going to apply to their Unlimited Enhanced, the new plan coming out.
And so for those who haven't tracked this, AT&T Stream Saver is a feature that is on by default on all their plans that throttles video to basically be at 480p DVD resolution. Up until now, if you could go to your AT&T control panel, turn that off, and video will play at whatever speed your network connection is, including Ultra HD 4K if you've got a fast enough connection. Unlimited Enhanced, even with Stream Saver off, it's still not, it'll give you either 480p or 1080p as your choice. There's no more Ultra HD.
There's some other small variances coming on, like, on the choice plan, which is their budget unlimited plan. It used to always be capped at 3 megabits per second.
Gigabit would be amazing.
That's another future. That's a future broadcast, right? 3 megabit per second. They're removing that hard throttle, but the plan is going to be subject to network management at all times, which gives us some raises our eyebrows that perhaps AT&T is noticing more and more congested towers, and that network management alone may be enough to throttle plans. So that is something to be on the lookout for, is with all these unlimited plans out there, more of us using more data, is those towers are getting more and more congested. So network management may become more of an issue in the future, and the carrier may be using network management more liberally to slow down speeds and usage overall, even on these grandfathered plans. Now, with this change, here's the details of what you need to do. If you have had this plan on your radar, the time to jump is now. If you do not have an Unlimited Plus plan at this time, you only have through the end of business day tomorrow, February 28th, to get it done. Because of the short timeline, we don't recommend doing it online. There's enough issues that can come up with billing addresses, shipping, fraud checks, and things like that. We recommend that you go to a store, go to an AT&T store or authorized reseller, and get it set up.
Theoretically, a Best Buy will work too, and any place that is able to create new AT&T plans and lines.
We've seen so many shipping issues with their online ordering system, and people getting caught with that and then missing out on deals. So just go to a store if you can. If you have Unlimited Plus, it seems they're going to be giving you a little bit more of a grace period. You're going to have until the 6th of March to activate a hotspot line before they no longer allow you to have it in. So you have a little bit more of a grace period. So maybe you want to, if you already are an established customer with AT&T, it's probably going to be easier for you to have one shipped. So that might be an option for you instead of going to a store.
And yeah, this is also your opportunity to, if you want to have 2 hotspot lines, like one that you use for your, go to town and unlimited, and the other one you keep underneath the network management threshold. So you've always got kind of a safe, unmanaged line. If you've got work to do and network management is starting to impact you, that is a reason to have 2 hotspots on AT&T, particularly when it's just, if you already have lines, it might just be an additional $20 a month.
Let's see, anything else that we know at this time? We are waiting for AT&T's official announcement to come out before we do a produce video on this. So we will be following up hopefully later today with a produce video with more details. The article online will be kept updated as we confirm details. Some information that we do know, some members have want this plan, but they don't need it for several months out and have been asking, should you activate it now? And that's totally a personal choice. If I had a crystal ball and could predict what options are going to be available in 6 months, I would share it with you, but we don't know what plans are going to be available.
Particularly if you don't already have an AT&T plan and it would be a $90 line, that's a lot of money to be paying for a line that you're not using. But if you do have AT&T plans and it's just adding an extra hotspot for $20 a month, do it. That's a no-brainer.
So, one of the things was, well, does AT&T allow you to suspend your service? Because that would be a great way to go about it. Activate the line, then suspend it for 6 months, i.e. not pay a bill, but still have access to the line. Unfortunately, we did confirm with AT&T this morning that they do not suspend service. So that
unless
is
you're
not
deployed
an option.
Military, basically.
And then they only protect your phone number.
Yeah.
So no, you cannot activate the line and then put it on hold. You would be stuck with that $90 per month payment. And that's totally up to you if you think it is worthwhile paying that until you're ready to actually use the plan. That is a tough choice. All we can say is we saw Sprint just recently take away their unlimited hotspot plan. After this plan goes through with AT&T, there will be no longer any unlimited hotspot plans available directly with the carriers. We will all be shopping the quote unquote reseller market to obtain unlimited plans again. So this is a sweet deal to be able to get it direct with the carrier.
Yeah, it seems like some of the theories behind what's going on behind the scenes is the carriers are starting to prep for 5G trials later this year and into next year. And 5G will be when they officially welcome unlimited, theoretically. And so they really don't want to have people thinking too much about unlimited hotspots and unlimited laptop use now. So there's that.
So I think probably we'll go into answering questions. And we'll do our best with the information that we have at this time. There is a Q&A box. If you use that, it's a lot easier for us to find your questions. Okay. Tony asks, looking at the Unlimited Plus plan today, and it says high-speed mobile hotspot, 10 gigabyte per device, available device per month. After 10 gigabytes slows down to 128. Connected car plans, hotspots, and wireless phone aren't supported.
Right.
Actually, if you look further down in the fine print, it says those devices are exempt from the 10 gigabyte mobile hotspot restriction. That has been the case since the plans come out.
So that was a lot of confusion. As people say, the phone lines when you're using your smartphone, that's what has the limit. And one interesting twist has been AT&T, for the most part, has not actually been enforcing that limit on smartphones. So even if you were tethering off your smartphone, making your smartphone into a hotspot, there's only been a few markets where I guess AT&T has been testing their cutoff on that. A lot of people report they've used a lot more than 10 gigabytes, even though that's what AT&T's metering has been.
Okay. Tony also asked, how would this work with the WineGuard Connect T? If you're asking about the 2.0 that will be shipping later this month, and we do have our demo unit in, we'll be getting that tested. If you can get a SIM card activated with the carrier, now you should be able to potentially move it in, except for the SIM card side's really weird on the Connect T.
It's a mini SIM. It's a full, basically the large size SIM. So you might need an adapter. But yeah, so that's actually one thing that's a little frustrating, because these $20 plans would have been amazing deals for the things like the Wi-Fi Ranger Sky Pro LTE or the WineGuard Connect T 2.0. And now you're not going to be able to activate them directly. But theoretically, if you have that plan working in a hotspot, you should be able to move it into something like the WineGuard Connect T.
Okay. A lot of questions coming in.
Okay.
Dana asks, if I have AT&T through OnStar service, which is the connected car service, would that be considered established service and I could order the Netgear hotspot for $20 more per month? I'm assuming you probably have the $20 per month OnStar unlimited service, and no, that does not qualify you. That is not a Unlimited Plus account.
Right.
Unlimited Plus is a very specific plan with AT&T, and the connected car department is separate from that. Looks like a phoned in question.
How does this affect the Mobley?
So the Mobley, I would need clarification if you're asking about the connected car Mobley plan with the $20 per month. That was retired back in September, and those are continued to be grandfathered in. There are this announcement has no impact on that at all. They did, however, there was some confusion in some of the wording on the leaked information that connected car devices could still be activated on the unlimited enhanced. We do not have details on that going forward.
Right. So if that remains the case, and the Mobley still qualifies and not just cars that have connected car built in, then the Mobley might become a backdoor to get an unlimited hotspot again on top of an unlimited enhanced plan.
Okay. Andy asked, what is the best AT&T hotspot? The Netgear Nighthawk and the Unite Explorer are the two most current ones that we recommend.
And they both support antenna ports, which we consider really, really important.
So you can use those MIMO antennas behind them. Regina asked, if I get
a 4G, will it work when the carriers go 5G? So if you get a 4G plan, so these unlimited enhanced plans and things like that, will they carry forward to 5G? Almost certainly not. I think that part of what the carriers want to lay the groundwork for is they're going to have completely different 5G plans when they come out, but that is just guessing. Nobody's ready to talk about 5G plans yet. But yeah, 5G's going to have whole different usage models and supported services and speeds and data caps and stuff like that. So probably will not evolve to 5G devices.
Okay. Mark asks, I have a Mobley $20 a month and a United Explorer at $90 a month. Will I qualify for the Nighthawk at $20 a month? So you have two separate plans. You got the Mobley probably on the connected car plan, and then you have the United Explorer on the Unlimited Plus. To add a second device to Unlimited Plus, that would bump you up to multi-line. So it is slightly more than $20 a month. I think it bumps you up from $90 to $145 a month to go multi-line. So to get it at $20 a month, you need to already have multi-line. So, but it will bump you up to $145 a month if you want to add a second line. Andy's asked, can $90 per month change to $20 per month later if phones are added to accounts at a later date? We do not know if AT&T will allow any line additions after this plan is retired, so that is not information I can answer at this point.
We've seen the leak that they will allow new lines to be added through March 6th, but then whether that's just hotspots that get cut off or whether it's no more changes after March 6th is an open question, and
Hopefully the official details that come up from AT&T over the coming days will answer that. So,
but do assume, that maybe any changes after March 6th will force you to switch to unlimited enhanced. So don't necessarily count on future changes.
Right. Benjamin asks, my girlfriend Amy currently has a limited choice one line for business. If my understanding is correct, she just needs to change her cell phone plan to Unlimited Plus plan, then add the hotspot for $20 per month. So if she, again, yes, you want to switch that plan over to Unlimited Plus. If you only have one line on it, though, that's adding a hotspot line will go to from $90 a month to $145.
The second line's a big jump, and then after that is when it's $20.
But yes, you do want to get that switched over to Unlimited Plus.
Yep, while you've got the window.
Sandy asked, is the Unlimited Plus plan available on prepaid plans? No, this is postpaid only. Mm-hmm. If so, I have an AT&T phone. Can I add a hotspot device for $20 a month to my phone account?
If you've got an AT&T prepaid, no, you can't add
that. They're prepaid plans. They just came out with a new prepaid unlimited plan. I believe it's $75 per month and only includes 6 gigabytes of hotspot use. So this is Unlimited Plus is strictly a postpaid plan. But if you might be able to switch your service to postpaid, you might want to look into that if you want to do this.
Yeah. One thing that people have discovered is the unlimited prepaid unlimited tablet plan, which is I think $29 a month. If you activate that and then take the SIM out of a tablet and put it in a hotspot, currently AT&T is not blocking that. There's every possibility that they will in the future, but that is one potential backdoor to get unlimited hotspot data on AT&T until they close that loophole.
Okay. Bert asks, I have an unlimited plan through 4G. Is that going to change? I do not understand your question, Bert. Can you be more specific and follow up with that? Thank you. Dana asked, I live in a small town that does not have an AT&T office, so should I chance doing it online? Completely up to you. I'd be very careful if your billing address and shipping address are different. Like a lot of us RVers use a mail forwarding service, and we're trying to ship it to a campground. So those things tend to be things that trigger a fraud alert and then delayed shipping.
If you're going to try anything like that, record all your chat logs, record your phone calls, like try to document as much of what you've agreed to, and so that if it falls apart, you at least maybe have a paper trail to give AT&T an excuse to give you the older plan.
If you do have an AT&T store within a reasonable driving distance and you want this plan, it's probably it could potentially be less hassle.
Yes. Even at Best Buy or Radio Shack, maybe. I don't know if Radio Shack does AT&T, but any store that does, I think some Walmarts and things like that.
Okay. Lots of questions. Okay. The screen is scrolling everywhere. All right. Ralph asks, I have the Plus plan with 2 iPhones and a United Explorer. Are you confident that my United Explorer will be grandfathered in? I'm going off leaks.
Yes.
Off of our confidence, the AT&T employees who are leaking information are saying you'll be grandfathered in.
Right. And we don't know whether there will be any kind of catches to those grandfathers. Like, will AT&T apply the 1080p video throttling across every plan, like Verizon went and did across even their grandfathered plans when they put that new thing in place? But theoretically, and the carriers do have a pretty good history of keeping plans grandfathered, because that causes way too many customers to rethink their service. So they really like to keep people grandfathered in unless they really are forced otherwise.
Okay. Terry asks, the stores near me do not have the Nighthawk in stock. If I go today and sign up for a Limited Plus plan, can I still get this? I have no AT&T service. I do not know if they have like if you're talking about activating a smartphone to get unlimited plus now and then get the extension until the 6th. I do not know if they are counting as having an existing unlimited plus, if that needs to be done by the 28th or like already today.
Yeah.
Hopefully those are details that AT&T reveals in their press release and gets clarified. You will need a hotspot device, however, to activate a hotspot plan. Mark asks, I have a Mobley at $20 a month and a United. Wait a minute, that one. Oh, you're on a different.
This is here. I think you must have asked this twice then, because
yeah, we already answered that one. So, okay. Liz, I have AT&T Mobile Share 10 gigabyte with rollover. Currently using about 4 gigs a month. Also have 2 Mobleys. Not retiring for a couple of years. Think I need to jump plans.
That's a tough call.
That's something you'll need to evaluate for yourself. It's really hard to predict what will be out in 2 years, and even if the Mobley will continue to be grandfathered in, or your Mobleys will still work on the networks.
Right.
There's way too many variables there. 2 years out, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but particularly it's 2 years out is when things start to transition to 5G world. So any plans that exist now are going to be vastly rethought in a few years.
So I see a lot of questions. Did you see my questions? There's literally 40. There's a huge queue. We're trying to work through them. Just to confirm, Mark says the Nighthawk is the best hotspot device for AT&T.
The Nighthawk is the most advanced hotspot on AT&T, but the Unite Explorer is also a really fabulous hotspot, and that one's smaller and rugged. It can handle being out in the rain and stuff, so I would not hesitate to get a Unite Explorer as well.
Yeah, so if Unite Explorer is available and not the Nighthawk, it's fine.
Yep.
We currently do have the Unite Explorer and Nighthawk in testing. We don't have enough hands-on time yet to have a full review out. Al asks, what about the Xfinity program with unlimited data? That's a Verizon-based plan. I'm going to skip those questions for now. We do have an open Q&A on tomorrow's regularly scheduled webinar. We're doing one on smartphone selections. Let's keep this very focused on this AT&T plan for now, please. Is there a particular model of
There's
Nighthawk?
only one model.
Okay. Is there a particular model of the Nighthawk or Unite Explorer you recommend? So Nighthawk and Unite Explorer are the models.
Right.
So if you want to read our reviews, the Unite Explorer is well reviewed, and the Nighthawk we currently have in review. Let me see if there's anything else in the queue.
Seems like these have all been answered in the Q&A thread.
All right, so hopefully we addressed your questions if you had them.
Okay.
Like I said, we are waiting anxiously for AT&T to brief their employees. They should be going on here in the next hour or so doing that, and hopefully they will be getting out some official information,
or more official leaks or more detailed leaks.
Or the employees will update their leaked information, and we'll have more to go on. Do check the article that we have online. Any information that we reconfirm will be updated there. We do have a list of questions that we have for ourselves that we're looking for.
And that's that's for MIA members only. So if you have to be logged into the site, you'll see kind of our deeper thoughts and analysis about what some of the pending questions that we're waiting for answers on.
Okay. And once we have some more firm information to share, hopefully by the end of the day, if not tomorrow, we will do a recorded, produced video to go along with the article with the details we know, explaining ththings again. And of course, if you have questions, just ask them in the member forums and or the member Facebook group, and we'll be happy to help.
Because we just want to get this out as quickly as possible so people can plan their days around. If you've been waiting, we've been telling you since October, grab this plan. But if you've still been waiting, now you've got another 36 hours to hop on it. Or so now's your chance.
All right, thank you guys. We're waiting the news, and maybe we'll get a nap this afternoon.
Yes. Okay.